Let me start on nukes, that is, nuclear weapons and nuclear energy. First, the weapons. We talked last night about Vladimir Putin's chilling threats about the use of nuclear weapons over his stymied invasion of Ukraine. This is deeply disturbing stuff because the Russian president is on the defensive, worried about his global positioning, his domestic standing, and he's flailing around for a way out without losing face. One thing we've learned about world leaders, especially autocrats and despots, is to believe their threats. They often follow through on their threats, no matter how crazy they sound. Just as Putin followed through on his threats to invade Ukraine, we need to take Beijing's sabre-rattling over Taiwan seriously too. And likewise, this all underscores why the free world needs to be very calm but very cautious about the Russian president's latest overtures. Our Foreign Minister Penny Wong met with her Chinese counterpart overnight in New York City at the United Nations. And with all this in mind, it was good to hear her putting pressure on China over the situation in Ukraine.
China is a great power. China is a P5 member. China has, like all of us, signed up to the UN Charter. We believe, as does every country, with the exception of Russia, that Russia is in breach of the UN Charter through its illegal invasion of Ukraine. And we encourage China as a P5 member with a special responsibility to uphold the UN Charter, to use its influence to end the war.
Yeah, we want China to play a responsible role here. Its pressure on Russia could be critical, but the West can't afford to rely on Beijing being a responsible global citizen, especially when the rhetoric on Taiwan is also heating up. Today, the opposition's defence spokesperson Andrew Hastie backed the US President Joe Biden's newly strident line, where he's repeatedly guaranteed US military intervention to protect Taiwan.
They are standing up for an island democracy of 25 million people, and it's right and proper that they should do that.
Right, so you're glad you agree with the comment, you're glad that it was made?
I support President Biden's posture towards Taiwan.
Yeah, standing up for what is right is always important, but predicting the behaviour of nuclear-armed despots in East Asia and Eastern Europe is a fraught business. These are uncertain times, and the strength and leadership of the US and its European and Asian allies will always be the most vital factor when it comes to our peace and security.